Jordy, Newcastle 2, Huddersfield 0. It feels nice to have a nice comfortable win on a Saturday evening, eh?
It does. Bit disappointed though. I was expecting a rugby score the way the game was going, and it probably should have been, to be honest, but that's what you want, professional performance. Tough game against Huddersfield, a game you need to pick points up, and then to win that way that we played, to be able to rest players at the end, bring off Almiron, Rondon, ideal going into quite a big game on Tuesday night.
Huge game on Tuesday, isn't it? The time to beat another team around with.
It is, yeah, and I think that win today takes a bit of the pressure off going into Tuesday. If we had lost or even drawn here today, we'd be going into that game on Tuesday very nervous. The atmosphere would be tense. Today we've put in a 10 out of 10 performance, absolutely blown Huddersfield to the worst team in the league out the park, but the confidence that we've taken from that then kicks us into Tuesday. We can take that, go at them, go at Burnley, hopefully get the win there. We've set ourselves up massively to do that, and if we can take 6 points out of today and then Burnley on Tuesday, we're in a really good place with the fixtures we have coming up. I think not just Tuesday night, but if we look at the games coming up after that, West Ham, still got Bournemouth away pretty soon as well. They're all games we can take points from, so we've only got, I think, 2 of the big 6 left to play. I think we've got Liverpool second last game and Arsenal coming up next month. Fixtures are good, and we've gave ourselves a great chance, and confidence we'll take from today is massive as well.
Pre-game, you're being very negative on Twitter. You predicted a 1-0 win for Huddersfield. It could have been 4, 5 or 6 in Newcastle today, couldn't it?
Well, I also said Matt Ritchie's hat-trick had happened, so I was more predicting rather than 1-0 Huddersfield, maybe 4-3, but no, I was just thinking about games that we had. If we think about last year when we played West Brom, who had nothing to play for, they beat us here. I felt this is a kind of, going into it, it was a kind of a team with nothing to lose. It's a bit dangerous, and yeah, expected we were going to win, but I had that kind of that fear that would turn into another one of them games. The first 5 minutes, I thought today, I was thinking, oh, here we go, because we couldn't get the ball. Yeah. But as the game went on, we grew into it, looked dangerous. The red card, as soon as that went in, it was kind of game over. But yeah, I was just fearful coming beforehand that it was going to turn into one of them days, but it didn't, and I think what that win does for us, the confidence, Almiron getting his debut, getting to see what he can do, and how many players come to this country and they go hiding. They expect it to be like the leagues they're playing in, because the MLS isn't a football league hardly. No disrespect to them, but for him to come and put in the performance he did against a Huddersfield team who were quite physical at times, the red card showed that. For him to put in that performance gives us a lot of confidence as to what he can do. And the lift it gave the crowd as well showed exactly what type of player, not just he is, but what he can do for the fans, for the dressing room and everything as well. So
saw that when he came off, didn't we, the rupture of applause that he got on the way out?
Yeah. Standing ovation, the cheer throughout the game as well. I mean, you see before the game the banner which we had up in the Gallowgate. The support for the lads been phenomenal before today. And then for him to put in a performance like that shows what he can do when the pressure is on, shows that he can cut it here, and shows what a live wire he actually is. His pace was phenomenal, gives us something we didn't have. We've got Atsu who's got pace but can't really do anything with it. You see today Almiron's footballing brain was it was spot on. He was making right decisions, something which Kennedy's been criticised, none more so by your man Keg over there for not making right decisions. But he showed that he's got that brain which maybe Kennedy doesn't have, which Atsu doesn't have. Well, saying that, Kennedy's strike off the bar was a ping, some save.
Smashed it, didn't he?
Longstaff hitting the bar as well. I don't think we've seen the bar hit as much this time in St James's Park since the days Gaza was here. So all in all, it could have been about 7 or 8 if we're being honest. Their keeper had a really good game, which prevented that. And all in all, happy days, great win, and we move on.